Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the VS Code live stream. We're so glad you're here. I'm Burke, and this is Olivia. How's it going, Olivia? Shoot. I don't have your audio. Can you hear me? No. Yeah, hold on. No? I can't hear you. All right. No worries, folks.
We're having a few technical difficulties.
Please hold on.
Okay, 1 second.
The fun of online meetings. Okay.
Ho, ho, holy crap. It's us. It's me. It's Jason. It's Cassidy. We are taking over the VS Code stream. Cassidy, how you doing?
What up, y'all? I am so hyped today. We've got some big things to talk about.
It's a big day for Copilot.
I know. For those who haven't seen the posts, there's news. There's updates about your friendly VS Code, Copilot, all that jazz. It's free. Wow.
It's free. It is now free. And this is a big deal because, like, what in AI land is free? Like, nothing.
It's true. It's true. Except for love or something. There's humor that you could throw in there. But yeah, we're so excited about it. I've always joked since joining the company that my dream is to just give as many free things away as possible. And so this was so exciting when everything was finally put together to make it free for folks.
Yeah, and I think, like, this is really exciting too, because thinking about, like, it's easy when you're based in the US to think, well, it was only $10 a month. That's no big deal. But to somebody outside of the United States, $10 a month can be a absolute non-starter amount of money.
Right.
And
yeah, exactly.
And so, I think that kind of lends itself to some of that just the geo challenge, right? If you live somewhere where the economy is stronger, it can give you an advantage as a coder because you can just access more tools. But now this helps level that playing field, more access to more people in more locations. And I mean, that's very much like after my own heart. I love seeing more people get to use and play with things that help them advance.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we want everybody to be able to build better and be able to build more. And so the fact that we're able to make this accessible to more and more people is just, it's so exciting. This is something where I was just like, ooh, this will be such a fun present before everybody goes off for the end of the year to be able to play with it. And yeah, it's a perpetual free tier where there are limits per limited number of completions. I want to say 2,000 completions a month and a bunch of chat messages too, but it's pretty generous. Like I've been playing with it. My team has been playing with it to test it for a while. I've never gotten close to hitting those limits, and it's not like a 14-day free trial or anything. It is just free. So
got it. Yeah,
it'll be great for people to be able to try it, and yes, you can still upgrade. There's a pro tier and stuff to go more, but it's all just built right in to VS Code, and you can also use it on github.com itself.
Yes.
I see that there is a question. There's a GitHub Copilot and a GitHub Copilot chat extension in VS Code. Which one? You could do both. So GitHub Copilot gives you all the auto completion and smart stuff in the actual editor itself. And Copilot chat allows you to actually chat with GitHub Copilot. So that's where you could say, like, explain this code to me that you have highlighted, or fix these tests, or say, could you add this feature based on some of these files that that I want to point out.
So I want to talk a little bit about the overarching, like, story here with Copilot, because y'all came out with this a while ago, like way ahead of the current raft of other options. Yeah, right. Like the GitHub Copilot kind of kicked off the wave of thinking about how we could use AI as part of our coding workflow. And since then, we've seen a lot of tools come out, and those tools have talked about different feature sets and things, but I actually haven't really been paying that much attention, I'm so sorry, to what is happening with Copilot. So I imagine you haven't stayed still since the beginning of Copilot. So
there are many things.
Yeah, so let's talk through, like, for folks like me who learned about Copilot and sort of have the original feature set in mind, what's new in Copilot? Like, what does it do today?
Great question. Love that question. So everything. And so the Copilot that most people know is you open it up in your editor, and it's very smart autocomplete. And that's about it. Like that is what people often know. But there have been a lot more capabilities and options, and I'll talk about some of my favorites.
There's more.
There's so much more. So first of all, there's Copilot Chat, which once again, it's a chat extension that is it's built into VS Code. I think maybe some third-party editors as well, but I don't know because I just use VS Code. Anyway, so in there, that's where you can chat with it. It's basically like chatting with a Chat GPT or with a Claude, but it's actually in your editor. And then it has more integrations in there. There's also a workspace agent. And so it does kind of like some intelligence detection there, but you could say like, hey, based on how this code base is written, can you answer these questions? So it'll actually index your repo, and it'll give you suggestions based on how code is already written.
And so when you say index your repo, that you're saying that, like, it's pulling all of my code into the context window so that it's giving me suggestions based on not like what it scraped from the whole wide world of code, but like exactly what I'm writing.
Exactly. And that is really nice, especially if you are dealing with hallucinations or something from for whatever reason, or if it writes Python on accident in a Rust file or something, which luckily that hasn't happened to me yet, but anyway. So there's that. There's also a GitHub agent where you could, for example, say like, what are the bullet points that I should know about the issue that I'm working on right now, issue number 8 or something, and it'll just give you that in your editor, so you never have to actually leave your editor right there. So those are some of the initial ones. Let's see. Oh, my favorite thing is there's custom instructions. So if any of you have, how there's like a .github folder that is often in your repos, and you can put a lot of metadata for your GitHub repo, like issue templates and pull request templates and stuff. Now there's a magic file name called custom instructions.md, custom instructions markdown. And you can tell Copilot exactly what you want it to do for all of its auto completions and chat requests. So for example, I could say, whenever I want to make a new React component, I want you to include a feature flag at the top, or I want you to always import use state. Or whenever I am creating some new class in Python, I want you to comment these particular things before every class, or whatever. You can put whatever instructions you want. You could say, oh, I want you to follow these certain linting standards for certain auto-completing. You can be as specific as you want. I've kind of used it to embed memes throughout my code, but it's really nice to have that level of customization as custom instructions that's just built in that magic file. And then finally, there's so many features, so many things have come. Another one of my favorite things is multi-file editing and inline editing. So there's something in that chat called Copilot Edits. And this is a question that I get often, where it's just like, whenever I use Copilot Chat, I wish it would just put the code in my editor. I wish I didn't have to copy and paste it. It can.
It can.
Yeah, and I actually used it this past weekend when I was editing a repo that isn't mine, and so you're just like, I don't want to deal with some of this code that I haven't touched before, but I need to add this feature.
Right.
You can say like, hey, in these files, I know I need to make these changes. This is what I want you to do. This is the standards that we want to follow, and then it'll edit those files. You can review the diff and accept those. So anyway, there's a ton of cool features that are in Copilot that isn't just that very smart autocomplete. And it's all available right now.
That's super exciting. And so what I thought I would do today, because I think I like to do things the hard way, is
Of course.
I figured I called my friends Jack Herrington and Shaundai Person. They are going to show up. I think Jack's going to be here in about 18 minutes, give or take. And we're going to try to build an app for a little bit. So Jack's going to help me through the first half. Shaundai's going to help me take it home. And I figured we could do something kind of festive. You know, we got the holiday lights, we got the holiday sweaters. People were asking, can you get these anywhere other than GitHub events? Like, is there a...
Yeah, so your GitHub sweater is actually on the GitHub shop right now. I don't know how much stock there is left, but they have those. I know that this Microsoft one Microsoft releases them like in super limited batches every year, and then they're just gone. I got so lucky with this one a few years ago. But yeah, the GitHub one is still around for now. Get it quickly.
Yes, it's wonderful. I got this when I was at GitHub Universe this year. Which was the last time we had a chance to hang out.
There was some good swag at GitHub Universe this year. I ended up spending some of my personal money because I wanted more.
Yes, absolutely. But okay, so my plan, back to the plan.
The plan, yes.
I want to... We're going to get so little done today, and it's going to be great. I want to have a little bit of a better idea of how to use Copilot, because I will admit I've been a little bit of a Luddite about all this. I watch people use the AI stuff. I've had people on my show showing me how it works. It always looks so cool, and then I go to open it, and I kind of just go, well, I know how to do it the other way, so I'm just going to do it the other way.
Go.
And so I was wondering if perhaps you would be willing to give me just a speed run of how to use some of these features. Like, how do we get started? How do we do all those pieces? So I think maybe the first thing, and I believe we have the video ready for this, is a quick overview of how to set up a GitHub Copilot free video. Do we have that tape ready to roll?
I hope so.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll the footage. We are not the producers here, so we're just kind of going for it.
We don't have any buttons. We're just making stuff up as we go.
Yeah, this is how live it is, y'all.
Okay,
and that's okay.
But so what we're
but for those who
getting notes from Burke, stall.
But for those who have just gotten here, GitHub Copilot is free now. We have a free tier, and it is awesome. It is a pretty good free tier. It's not limited by time. I've been able to use it pretty heartily and haven't run into any of the usage limits yet. And eventually we will show you more on how to use it, because we're totally not stalling right now. We're just having a great time as friends.
And so what I'm excited to do today is, there are a few things that I'm really excited about. I saw them demoed on stage at GitHub Universe. I haven't really had a chance to play with them yet. So the first and foremost thing is I'm just excited to become somebody who knows how this stuff actually works, as opposed to somebody who watches it happening, right? And so the things that really blew my mind was the code diffs that you showed.
Yeah.
So something that I have always kind of not loved is the copy paste style of coding, where you go into an AI chat window, you type something in, it gives you a block of code, and you just kind of throw it in your editor and hope for the best. What I really loved when I saw your demo on the Universe keynote is you asked it to do something, and then it showed the diff in your file, and it was like, do you want to accept this change? And so I got to code review the AI, which is not something like that. Made me feel like maybe I would actually use it, because before it felt a little too like YOLO.
It's a little too magical sometimes. And so I agree. I like being able to kind of be like, okay, are we sure we want all of this? Okay. And do that little check before it just takes over.
Exactly, right? And I'm also excited you demoed something that I won't be able to demo today because I only speak English because I'm an American. But you demoed multilingual prompting.
Yeah.
Which was
it can
really
handle
cool.
So many different languages. I have yet to learn of a language that it can't handle yet, which is awesome. Hopefully we don't find that limit today.
Yeah, but I mean, this is... Are we ready?
I think we're ready. So let's roll the tape on some Copilot stuff.
Here's
Getting
how to...
started with GitHub Copilot and Visual Studio Code is easy. And now it's free to get started. Here in Visual Studio Code, press the Copilot icon at the top of the screen and click the Use Copilot for Free button. This will open your web browser where you can sign into GitHub and allow Visual Studio Code to connect to your account. VS Code will now automatically install GitHub Copilot, and that's it. Let's say hello to Copilot. Great. Now I'm ready to start coding with my AI pair programmer by my side. To learn more, visit gh.io/copilot.
And a huge thank you to Ashley Willis for doing the voiceover on that video. I am so happy that we found a way to get Ashley involved in this video.
She's cool. She's my manager. She's the best.
She is the best. Okay. So now that everybody knows how to do that, why don't we get my screen up on my screen on this screen, and now we can do a little bit of pair programming here. So first and foremost, here is the blog post. If you haven't seen this, go check it out. It's on the VS Code blog. I am not able to share links, but somebody will. And then this is the Copilot page on GitHub. Shows some of the features, and also you can just hang out with this little guy who watches you as you mouse around, and that's really delightful.
Also, Ashley just wrote in the chat that I'm getting a raise, and I'm saving that screenshot just in case.
Okay, so I'm just actually going to bring up, perhaps in a risky way, this is the code base for my website, and so
wow, you are so brave to do this live.
Well, we're gonna see what happens. So, where's my folder? All right, so I'm in the VS Code. I have VS Code here. I already have Copilot going. So here's my little buddy down here. I am a right side file folder sidebar person, and that is objectively scientifically correct. We can argue in the comments, but you're wrong. I'm sorry.
That's the thing. I get it, because when you open and close it, it doesn't move your code.
This is why. Yes, watch.
It just doesn't feel right.
Oh, it
feel
changes.
Off balance.
I wanted to feel that way. I wanted to be really upset about this, and then I got to use it for a while. And just watch, everybody, watch. I'm going to toggle see how that code's not jumping? Objectively correct. My eyes stay right on the code where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, no, that is pretty nice.
Yeah. And if I'm sure somebody's going to ask, I'm using Operator Mono as my font. Night Owl is the code editor theme. Let's rock and roll here. So this is going to be a complicated one. This is a monorepo. So this is an NX monorepo.
Oh, goodness.
I've got packages. I've got sites. If we don't want to take this risk, I can also open a not monorepo.
No, it's fine. That's when you know it's live, when you're doing risks and things will totally go well.
We just turn it up as hard as we can. But yeah, so anybody who's trying to turn this on, you should, if you're on the latest version of Copilot, have the Copilot icon down here, and that will allow you to turn it on if you don't have it on. You can also, I think, if you don't ever want to see it again, you can just right click and hide it.
I think you can actually sign up for Copilot now in VS Code too.
Ooh.
I don't want to totally make that up, but I'm pretty certain that you can now. So if you don't have that set up yet, you can do that now.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm ready. I want to do some Copilot things. So
we just confirmed it. You can. So
I can.
You can open up VS Code and get yourself signed up for Copilot in your editor if you want.
Yes. So we're signed up. I've got Copilot. I want to write some code.
Cool. What code do you want to write for your website, Jason?
Let's that's
just write it. Just write the code.
Why don't we add something to the homepage this will just be our little test here. We'll go to the homepage, which is an Astro file.
Great. I love Astro.
Right now, when you go to the homepage of my site, we are going to do NX run dev. That'll start the site. Oh, goodness.
This is so monorepo-y. You are
so monorepo-y.
Wow, so brave. Let's go.
I've chosen to believe in myself today. We're going to find out what happens. So here's the thing. We got it. And right now the site shows all the things that we're doing. So we've got, next episodes, things like that. Why don't we update? Let's see if we can get Copilot to refactor the header to update this headline.
Okay, sure. So do you want it to update the headline with copy that you have in mind, or do you want it to just be generally better?
Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can do absolutely nothing today other than tell Copilot what to do. So let's have it generate something.
Okay, cool. So first of all, if you've never used Copilot before, something that you could do is just some fancy auto-completion. So if you start a comment just right here,
right.
on line 12.
On line 12.
And do in here and be just like a function that makes my description way funnier. And then let's just see what happens if you hit enter and see what your autocomplete does. Which, is it enabled?
It is entirely possible. I've disabled a lot of autocompletes because when I'm on stream, they get very noisy. But I bet I can. How do I do the suggestion here?
Copilot enable.
Enable
Oh, there
completions.
We go. Enable the completions. Did that work? Start writing the word function.
Oh, wait. That turned it.
Oh, there we go.
No, I turned it off.
Okay, so now
enable completions.
Nice. So start writing the word function. I'm just at this point, I'm just curious to see what it'll return. Function be funnier. And
I think let me switch profiles because I have like a completely default profile to try and
I understand how it goes. Look at that. Look at that file tree on the left. Ah, my comfort levels.
And
They're
look at
back.
this code jumping around like chaos.
Yeah, no,
Get it
that's
out of
fair.
here. Okay. I also feel like this isn't doing the thing, so I'm gonna.
This is how you know it's live, people.
This is how we know it's live. Is I've made everything as difficult for myself as possible.
That's okay. That's okay.
Function. You gonna do the thing now? Oh, Copilot. What have I done? Oh, it's disabled. Enable.
Okay.
Enable completions for plain text. Oh, this doesn't even have.
You don't even have your extensions
This
for
doesn't even
Astro.
have
Wow,
the
this
Astro
is
extension.
we're doing it live.
Okay, this is going to be so great when we get it running.
Yeah, everyone's going to be like, "Whoa, they totally know what they're doing, and they definitely prepared for this." Look at that!
Hey, way to go!
Hey,
All right,
look at
okay,
that.
we're
hit
whoops.
Tab. If you hit tab, that can accept whatever you put in there.
Okay, so
Hurrah! Okay, so look at that. This is just an example, but look, it says replace the word web with weird and replace the word development with deviant.
deviant
From the weirds leading experts. I like it. I think that's good. But anyway, so that's like a very basic auto completion thing that you can do. Let's get rid of that though, because that's silly. That's just silly.
That's not the thing.
That's not the thing we want to do, but it is a thing that we could do. And you could, for example, let's just say you wanted to put your title and description in like a config file. You could then set up like a component or some logic saying, if the title or description doesn't exist, put this default copy in or something like that, and it'll work. Some folks have asked you to zoom in a little bit.
Zoom in.
Okay, we have zoomed. Cool. So that's some basic auto completion stuff. Let's show you the chat really quick.
Yes. And somebody said I was watching the chat. I pay attention when y'all talk.
Nice.
It was Command Shift I. Look at it go.
Look at you go. I didn't even know that. I just clicked the button like a pleb. So you might notice that this says edit with Copilot. There are two buttons at the top there where it says edit to the top and then the left of this.
Oh,
okay. So there's edit with Copilot and just regular chat. So if you click chat is where you can just chat with Copilot about whatever. And so I want to just zero in on this Ask Copilot box for a second. So first of all, there's the current.
And just as a reminder, you do have the ability to draw on my screen so that you can.
Oh, right. Oh, Here, let's see if this works. It's
Hey.
beautiful. Now, can I delete that?
Yep, it
Oh,
fades
look
out
at
after a
that.
second.
Okay, cool. So first of all, you might notice this thing, this index.astro current file. That is a thing where you could say, hey, specifically about this file, I want to ask questions. Or you could click this little eyeball icon and say, ignore that. I'm going to ask you questions about whatever. Because you could just write in here saying, hey, Copilot, how's your day going? And it is just like talking to ChatGPT or whatever. It works like that. I definitely have just used it as that before to make memes.
Well, because we could do something like a more traditional, chat usage of saying like, can you help me write a funny headline for my website about code? And it's just going to do the thing.
It normally will just do
not.
the thing. I don't know why it said no, but normally it will just say yes.
Let's see. It could be so many things. So we're gonna.
But you did also look at a button that I wanted to point out. This is also the model picker, which is relatively new. Look at that.
Ooh, look at the plan. It's got a whole plan.
Yeah, it tells you the plan. Look how cute that is. Wild coffee, keep coding.
Look at that.
It styles it. So
in Courier
nice.
New, very, very programmer chic.
Yeah.
Look at it go.
Mono-spaced. Lovely. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, with some alternatives. Look at that.
I kind of like those. Life is short, use Python? Absolutely not. There's probably some kind of like pun or something that you could do with like Python being a short syntax type of thing.
Well,
but anyway,
this one's also incredible because this is a little bit like Copilot, just a little bit negging the developers who literally wrote its source.
Just a little. Oh man, that's pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, this model picker right here, you can choose the models that you want to work with, and when you see preview, that's because the GitHub model picker is in preview. It doesn't mean that it's using the preview version of the model. So when you see O1 preview, yo dog, we got previews on previews. It's the model picker. Naming things is very hard in computer science.
Indeed.
Yeah. So anyway, you can choose whichever models you want, and you don't need to, something that I get a lot of questions about, you don't need to have your own key for Claude or for GPT or any other models. Like it is just
this is included in the free tier. Exactly.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's included in the free tier, and I do think this might be where I should probably check my PR hat before I put it on. I think that other models in the future, some will be free, some will not be free. I don't know the details around that, so that's all. I'll keep it like that. Anyway, you might notice this button too. This @ button. This @ button is when you want to ask an agent something. And an agent, there are some that are already built in. And so workspace is the one that I mentioned before, where you could say, hey, workspace. That means all of the code that is in my entire given workspace in this repository. I have questions to ask you. And so you can say like, I want you to explain where the index.astro file lives, or where some of these components are coming from, or something like that. You can have it explain code. Workspace fix is just like, this is broken, fix it, and it will do its best to try to fix it. But or it'll say like, the one that I actually used recently with a coworker, we used the workspace agent. We said, we're getting a CORS error. We know that it's probably in some of these files, but we don't know why. And it was able to give us some really solid suggestions to fix it. And
I think that's a good one, like, because there's so many times where you hit an error, you've hit it before. CORS is a great example. We've all hit the CORS error, and it doesn't matter how many times you hit it, you still got to look it up every time. And I have the same issue with certain accessibility things in forms where I need to look up like, okay, exactly how does that work again to make sure that the tab order doesn't get broken or whatever it is. Yeah. And being able to ask it to just like do the thing and get me most of the way there, so that then I can just go in and make little edits and little tweaks to like get it finished.
Exactly.
It's a big, this is what I want AI to do. is I just want it to like get through the part that I was going to have to Google.
Get through the part I don't like.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. So, how does one like,
for example, do you have any issues on this repo? I don't know if it's open source or if it's a private repo.
I do, I think.
So with that GitHub agent, why don't you ask it about, so like, what are some of the open issues I should be fixing right now?
What are the open issues on this repo?
And that's it asking it. And so you might have noticed at the bottom of that pop, look at that. You got 51.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh boy,
But
what have I done?
hey, these are some of the most recent ones. And
Got
so
it.
you
Okay.
can kind of like, this is really helpful because you can say like, oh dang, okay, there's 51 open issues. And you could say, I know that I'm fixing issue number 8. You could start fixing it and then you could say, GitHub, could you give me the highlights or summarize issue number 8 for me so I can make sure that I've hit all of those things? Yes, you can go to the issue in GitHub, but if you don't want to leave your editor, you could do that right here.
Right. Okay. So more specific details. I mean, this is all very cool stuff. So this is also useful for me because I didn't know that I had these issues open.
Oh,
which
no.
shows how much attention I'm paying to my issue things. I remember writing some of these. So
I did actually, like, I was testing some of this on my own blog. My blog is open source and it's a template. And I definitely did that where I had the list and I was like, okay, I'm just going to fix these really fast to just get them all done and quickly while I was thinking about it. So anyway, that's the GitHub agent. There's so many agents that you can pick from and install. And so if you click on that at button again and scroll all the way down, you'll see install chat extensions. This is a very exciting one. There's so many things.
Mongo, we got Stripe.
And in fact, if you go to the Copilot extensions website, we can show that really quick. Copilot.
You can actually throw this in. Watch. This is a fun feature of this. We're using tuple for pairing right now. If you click the little link at the top right of your viewer window, you can just like open something on my browser.
Whoa,
it's chaotic.
That is wild. Okay,
I like to think of it as kind of being like the equivalent of a trust fall.
Yeah, it really is. You are letting me control your computer. I also am kind of figuring out where to go. La 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 la. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna paste this link in a chat to you and click it because clearly I could not find it.
Okay, let me grab this link here and we're gonna.
So anyway, Copilot extensions are the thing that I personally think are one of the most exciting things that you can do because you can build your own agents to talk to in Copilot. And there's already quite a few extensions that companies have made. And you can click that Explore Extensions button. And so, for example, I've played with the Launch Darkly one. Launch Darkly is a service for feature flags. And they have an extension where without ever having to go to launchdarkly.com, you could say like, create a flag based on this using this thing, enable the flag, and just do all of it from inside of VS Code without ever having to leave the browser.
Ooh, that's nice, huge. Right?
Yeah. And I know like Sentry has one. I think Stack Overflow has one. There's a bunch of really cool extensions that are available. And making an extension is an open source thing. And so I built myself a brainstorming extension. My previous startup we had built brainstorming software and I missed it. And so now I have it in VS Code because you can build the extension and it's kind of like building a glorified serverless function, but you have access to all of the Copilot things. And so you can add your own API calls and stuff in there. And so some of our enterprise customers that have been using it internally, they're able to say like, oh, we want to embed our documentation into the Copilot chat or something, or we want to be able to call some internal APIs and stuff. And all of that can happen inside of Copilot chat with the extensions that you build.
Super cool. I'm looking at how to actually, you know what? I'm not going to do this right now because it has an install step.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of steps, but it's a cool thing you can do.
Yes,
And then
okay.
also, because we got clarification, for now, the free tier has GPT 4.0 and Claude, to clarify.
Okay, so these two are in the free tier.
Right. And then because you have...
Because I'm a GitHub star.
Because you got that pro account. There's more stuff. But yeah, Claude 3.5 and 4.0 are on the free things. But anyway, yeah, so extensions I think are so cool, particularly for your own benefit, where like one of them that my coworker made that they just use now for everything it's called the Blackbeard extension, and it just responds like a pirate. And so it still does all of the normal Copilot chat stuff, but it responds like Blackbeard the pirate. And that is open source, and you can just use that.
I can't just install. I was really hoping that one was going to show up in the list.
I don't think they put it on the marketplace because they're like, this is dumb. But your coworker's like, no, it's not. So anyway, it's basically just embedding prompts and then whatever API calls you want into an agent. Yeah. So you can make your own agents in that. And you can also, we don't have to do that one right now, but this one, I love the microphone button. That one is a VS Code one, a VS Code speech extension. And you can talk to Copilot instead of typing.
Okay.
And I love being able to like talk out loud and think about things. And because I'm a yapper, it is so nice to be able to say, I'm pretty sure I want to fix this, but I'm not entirely sure. So what I'm thinking is I'll do blah, 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 blah. You can edit the text before you hit send, or you could just say, will you just fix this? And you can hold your head in your hands while you say, please fix the code. I think it needs to do this.
All right.
And it'll do it.
Okay, let's try it. Allow. Can you please add a image of a corgi to my homepage? Do I need to do this in the edit thing?
Oh, you didn't have to, but we'll see what it does.
Yeah, come on, do the thing.
I'm so
excited
curious.
about this.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what happens. Oh, it's indexing the workspace, and this is a monorepo, so there's a lot of files.
And I think it's because you used the phrase on my homepage, and so it's like making sure, okay, we know what your homepage is. The indexing can take a minute the first time because it's indexing, and then once it's done, it's done. So because it hasn't actually indexed your repo before, it might take a second there. And you can also click rerun without, and it'll do that.
Why don't we do that this time?
Yeah.
And we'll let it index in the background, and it's got the reference. So
I was going to say you have the page open, so it gives you a little plan. Oh, look at that! It's writing
here it goes.
some code.
So it's got my code, and there's my corgi, and then it's got these buttons. So this is copy paste.
Right. So you can copy the code if you want. You can insert it wherever your cursor is in VS Code.
Oh, all right.
And then that other one is just apply it in the editor, and then it can show you the diff.
It's still indexing, so we might be.
Oh,
look
there
at
it
it
is.
go.
Oh, okay. So you're getting a diff.
I'm getting a diff. It's going through the whole thing, and then it's going to finish, and there it is.
Oh,
Okay, here's our diff.
Nice.
So it has done the thing, and then if I accept this change and we go back out
I like how this is the URL. That URL doesn't feel like it's real, but I would love for it to be.
Okay, and where is our... I wonder if that image is
I was going to say, I'm pretty
URL.
sure that image isn't real. It says images.dog.ceo. Oh my gosh, it is real. Wow, that's
Look
adorable.
At you go, Copilot.
Copilot, stop.
Where did it put that? It put it at the top of the section hero. Oh, I wonder if this is in one of those areas on my website where it gets kind of like completely hidden.
Did you save, by the way?
Oh, did I save? What a great question. No, I didn't. I didn't save. That would have solved the problem.
But
look,
again, it's live.
And all we had to do was talk. I didn't even write any code. I asked it to do a thing. I clicked the button to do the diff. It let me do a code review, and then I accepted the code review. And that was it.
You didn't actually have to type with any of that. You truly just like click.
It was clicking. I guess the only typing I did was the Command S. And that, oh, hold on one second here.
Are you getting...
I've got a Jack Herrington at the door. Give me one moment.
Oh my heavens, we have more friends? Wow. Wait, are they physically at the door? Is someone joining our stream in person? I wasn't told any of this. Wow, I think there's a human being here. So, hello everyone. I'm not prepared. But for those just joining, GitHub Copilot is now free.
I saw the
Jack is here. Yeah, now I'm solo. Do I sing Ave Maria? Oh, Jason's back. Thank goodness.
I'm back.
Hello.
Guess what I just realized is
What?
I left Jack standing outside for like 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Well, we were excited about coding. It's fine.
Yes, we absolutely were. And so were there any other features you wanted to show me real quick before Jack and I try to start building
jump
something?
in, because I think we've shown the basics now, and it'll be great to have another pair programmer here.
Okay. And so there was one other thing, right? Is it just Command Shift I again? No, that's not it. Is it
What are you trying to do?
how do you do like the inline? There it is. Just
Oh, yes.
Command I. And so if I hit Command I here, I can then
Right.
say can you make this image 15% cuter?
Wow.
I wonder what it's gonna do.
What a prompt. I was expecting you to say taller or something.
No, we're just gonna see what happens. Ooh, what is
Oh,
this?
so it
What
gets-
is-
I think it's saying it's bigger. Okay. Save the file, Jason.
Oh, save the, oh man, I gotta. But I accepted it. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
That is 15%
That is
cuter.
absolutely 15% cuter. That was an interpretation I was not expecting, but I absolutely accept it. So this is impressive stuff, right? And so folks in the chat, you can kind of see what's going on. We're using the free features of Copilot here. We've got
The date on this thing.
let's see.
Coming in way late on this.
Just
Hey, everybody.
hello.
Right. What's up? We got Jack Herrington in the studio, everyone.
Happy holidays.
And I just realized Jack doesn't have headphones, so he can't hear
Yeah.
Cassidy.
Perfect.
Great planning,
So
bro.
I could
Man,
just bash
nailed
him
this.
live in front of an audience,
You,
and he won't know. He'll just
But the
see
good-
all of
the
these
good
people
news
going,
is-
ha, ha, ha,
Yes,
ha.
sir.
so the good news is we're actually going to thank Cassidy, let her get back to her day.
Oh.
And then I can take my headphones off.
Oh.
And we're just going to pair program for a minute, and then Shaundai will show up in about 45 minutes or so.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
She's
we're
not
doing a little
showing
bit of a
up at
relay
my
today.
house, right?
Oh.
She is showing up at your house, actually.
She was just at
Get
my
ready.
door, and I'm like, hello? I guess you're going on a live stream.
Well, it's nice to virtually meet you, Cassidy. Hi.
Yeah,
I
hello.
can't hear what you're saying, but
Yeah,
yeah.
All right. Well, Cassidy, thank you so much for spending some time with us, for giving us the feature tour. So excited that everybody has access to Copilot for free now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the news
Yeah,
today.
happy
That's
holidays,
it.
y'all.
This is a surprise to all of us. But
Yeah.
so now what's going to happen is we're going to let Cassidy go. Jack and I are going to take over, and we're going to try to build ourselves a little holiday themed app. So thanks, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me, y'all. I'll still be in the chat, floating like a ghost. And once again, Copilot's free. It's been lovely chatting. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so Jack,
Peace out.
I am.
I guess I'm hoping that was appropriate to say.
That's absolutely appropriate to say.
Oh no.
So here's what we got.
Okay, so Copilot's free.
Yeah, so let's recap. You're just coming in. You're just getting the news.
Literally, I was watching the live stream at the end, kind of like, is he ever gonna knock on the? Should I knock on the door?
I appreciate that you knocked on the door because that caused me to remember what time it was.
Yeah, and then, no, it's cool that you got lost in it. I mean, you were adding a corgi. Corgi was apparently somewhat cuter.
Yeah. Look, we told it to make it cuter, and it added a little scale transition. Yeah, it did a good job.
Well, how does it make it cuter?
Because now, when you go and you look at the image, right? Okay, it's already cute, but then look, that's like 15%
that's
cuter.
Kind of subtle-ish. Yes. Okay.
I mean, I did say 15%. I could have said 150%. We would have seen
I
that.
imagine, just like an animation, like a
I thought it was going to give me like a corgi puppy. That's what I thought it was going to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's a cute dog.
So as a recap,
yes, sir.
As of today, as of this morning,
that's awesome.
They have now launched a free tier of GitHub Copilot, and so everybody.
Okay, got it.
So everybody who uses it gets 2,000 code completions and 50 chat requests per month, and you get multi-model access. So you get the GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet, and I know they're also working on additional stuff like they're going to get Gemini access and a few others in here as well.
Great. Okay.
So we'll have to keep tabs on that.
Yeah.
But they also launched some features, and these have been out for a little bit. But things like when you get a change, you get a code review. You have to accept the change.
Right.
Now you get a diff in Copilot.
Nice.
Plus you get the chat. Plus they have agents. So when we're working in
agents
here,
have been around for a little bit. But I remember.
But now we get the ability to say hey, let me use my GitHub repo and get the issues. Let me make sure that you're using my workspace.
That's nice.
I can install one for Sentry or Launch Darkly or things like that.
Yeah. You can speak to you in Pirate.
You can have it speak to you in Pirate, which I'm almost ready to rabbit hole hard enough to go install. But then
I wanted to build one of these for a while. So when Cassidy said it's you can build one of these as open source, I was like, hey.
I know.
That's a thing.
That's something that maybe another stream you and I should just sit down and try to build something silly.
I'm always down. Give me a plugin API.
Yes, something silly.
It's party time.
But so we also have for Command Shift I opens up the chat window, and then we have fixing with context.
Okay.
Or we have just traditional chat. You can ask it questions, do whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
And we have, if we highlight something, we can do
explain
Command
this to
I,
me.
and it gives you a selection. I think the reason that I'm excited about this one and why I'm particularly pumped is that this one is with a free tier, somebody in another country where the US dollar is way stronger, there's no way they can afford a subscription for their editor, right? And so suddenly these tools that have only been available to folks who have US money to spend can now get in and start using these tools. So I'm thrilled that we get a chance to use it and play with it. So here's what I thought it would be fun.
That's actually, I would love to hear their take on this on the comment system. But I was seeing in the State of JS survey that most people were still using GPT as their vehicle as opposed to Copilot. Maybe that's it. Maybe just literally, GPT is free where Copilot was not, and so wow.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of devs in places like India, Africa, where a $10 a month subscription is
that's crazy,
prohibitively expensive.
Right.
So this is a pretty interesting ththing. I'm really, really excited.
And I love the plugin thing being open source. That's phenomenal.
You can do custom instructions too. So you can put a .github folder and put some instructions in that get included in the context that are if somebody asks for a plugin, here's the template for it or whatever.
Right.
So you can start supplying more context into the window in a structured way that goes throughout your repo. So it's really there's some really powerful stuff in here.
It really is, yeah.
And so what I was thinking we could do today, is I was originally thinking we could build a whole app.
Okay.
But we can either start from scratch, see what happens when we start building an app, or we can try to add a page to an existing app.
I'm good either way. I actually came up with a few dumb ideas.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. What do you got?
All right, hold on. Let me. Have you ever used Little Snitch, by the way?
No, what is that?
I'm addicted to this thing now. It's a security thing for your Mac. It's a security app, but basically every network transaction you essentially get to look at and say, ooh, I don't know, you shouldn't be sending my data there. And they've got like sets that you can automatically adopt that are no adware, no malware.
Fascinating.
It's really cool.
That's super cool.
Ideas for Jason Wednesday. Okay, that's a little bit too extreme. Christmas update card text generator. You get all these dumb Christmas update cards that you never read. A way to generate that. A holiday song remixer. Here are my people and here are my personalities. Give me I was thinking this would be some AI thing.
Okay.
But, it can be. You got an open AI subscription, I'm guessing.
Probably. Maybe somewhere.
Yeah. Cookie creator again. We said for
cookie
something
creator.
Festive.
I like cookie creator. That's a fun idea.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Right. For you. I mean, that's right. For both cooks.
That's very up my alley.
And then a holiday themed whodunit.
Holiday themed whodunit. I like that.
And I don't know why I threw this in there, but is Die Hard a Christmas movie? But I mean, figure
Just
out that.
well, that could just be
a generalized.
We
thing.
could.
It is.
Could we use? Actually, this is fascinating because that's small enough in scope that we could potentially build that and ship it and let the chat vote on whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie as a target for the. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's try that. So let's create a new project, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to stop this one. Let's go back up a layer, and we're gonna.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes. Okay. I guess I shouldn't even say.
I know we can't influence the results now. We gotta. Let's see. So we're going to
Astro next.
npm create. I was thinking like Veet.
Oh, Veet. Sure.
Yeah, just keep it easy.
Spa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, okay. Are we gonna use an AI for this?
Well, I was gonna generate the thing.
Okay.
And then have it write the React code for us.
Oh, love it.
That was my thoughts.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not 100% sure what happens as we get further and further in here. So let's go into our. We're already in this one.
Yep.
So I'm gonna actually open this in a new window so that we're in the right context.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea.
And then I'm going to maximize, and then we're gonna.
Is there somebody else who's supposed to be coming? Because that's like.
I
heard a ding, ding, ding.
Shaundai is going to join in StreamYard.
Okay.
Cool. And so when Shaundai arrives, we'll do another little handoff.
Okay. And what time are they supposed to arrive? Because I will keep an eye on the clock. You big dingus.
Somewhere in like 20 to 25 minutes, roughly. So
set a timer for 20 minutes.
My apologies. Okay, so we're in here. We've got.
Starting now.
See, this is how you do things.
Okay. So we've got our app here, and if I just actually, why don't we try it like this? Let's just start straight up. We're gonna edit with Copilot.
Yeah. Have it.
And what should we have it? We should just say like, can you replace this whole component with a poll that asks the user whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fascinated to see how this.
Yeah, right.
Because this is a big refactor, right? Like we're asking it to do a lot.
Oh,
here.
look at this.
Okay, a lot's happening.
Okay. Well, yeah. There
So
you go.
we got a vote. We got.
Okay.
It's removing
cool.
the boilerplate.
Yeah.
We've
How
got-
are we gonna like? Yep. I would guess exactly this, but like now we've got to connect it to something, right?
Okay.
If we actually want it to do something.
So this is already kind of incredible. What's it yelling at? It doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't think you've installed node modules yet, so everything it's going to yell at.
Oh, that's true. We didn't do that. So let's npm install.
I get that a lot.
I do that all the time. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There you
now-
go. You might have to restart the TS server. Oh nope, you're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. So let's run this npm run dev, and let's see what we got.
Still an npm guy, huh?
You know, I keep trying the other ones, and then people give me all these good reasons why I shouldn't use them.
Oh.
And then I realize that changing is hard.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah. Okay, good start.
Okay.
Now we need to send it somewhere. Do you
All
have
right.
like a Firebase or any of that, or?
typically, let's see. So we could. What's going to be best known? Like, what's it most likely to understand? Because I have
Airtable?
Could do Airtable. We could do. I usually use Convex, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey,
Can
that's
you
interesting.
add a convex database to this page to store the responses?
Yeah. It might.
This will be fascinating. Can you
Yeah.
do it?
I actually asked it it was
Oh, look at it go. Look at it go. Okay,
that's freaking cool,
this is
dude.
slick.
Yeah. Oh, yo.
Okay, and now notice we've got new files. So we've got a schema.
Right. Yeah.
We've got a mutation.
That's what I was talking about.
This is out of control. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
up
like
here
the
we've got our
MPMI
convex.
again, but yeah.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna accept this. We're gonna have to install.
Yeah.
I do want to
Yes.
save them.
He's gonna ask you one by one.
Do want to? Well, I'm just kind of opening them.
That's cool. Yeah, whatever.
To-
But, I mean, you gotta.
Oh wait. Cancel. Do I want to accept the changes? And those are here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So now we've got.
I see. Also, over in the panel over there is like accept discard. I think.
Oh, I could have done the whole thing. So I could have done it all at once.
Yeah.
All right. But now I have that. So did it update my?
I don't know.
I don't think it did. So I'm going to install Convex.
Okay. Cool.
And then I think I need to do. There's like a convex init.
Okay.
Oh, watch.
Oh yeah. Just ask it. How do I?
What is the CLI command to initialize? We're not going to Google anything today.
Yeah.
To initialize.
Absolutely.
Convex in a Vite React project.
Thinking about it.
I need to install the Convex CLI globally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm just
Look
gonna.
at this. Oh my God, this is actually really good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
So I need Convex React. So let's.
We're talking to Claude Sonnet 3.5, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me make this bigger so we can actually read the whole thing.
That's interesting. Is not in the registry.
Oh, so it's maybe hallucinating a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Let's do npx convex init.
Yeah, I see that works.
And that should kind of guide me through everything that it's doing.
Init command is deprecated. Npx once configure equals new.
Okay, all right, that's right. So that's okay.
Okay.
It found some old code. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we'll npx convex dev. We're going to create a new project.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, aren't we in an existing project?
For convex. So it's going to create one on convex itself.
So why didn't you do the --1 configure new? Or is that
What a great question. I honestly just did the thing, like once I saw the npx convex dev, I was like, oh, that's what I did.
cool? All right.
And it's mad because
Can't find the convex server, so I would do install convex for sure.
did you mean to set the node? Okay, so this is probably
I mean, you haven't even installed
TS
convex.
thing.
You've only, you tried to install convex React and it didn't work.
I think I installed convex for real. Let's see.
Okay.
I installed
Oh, you did.
convex,
Oh,
but
okay.
it didn't get the @convex/react, which is okay because the code itself is in convex. It's like convex/react, not @convex/react.
Okay. So it's not happy with convex server.
Import defined schema, no exported member. Okay, so we might have a little bit of like outdated code here being pulled
Okay.
in by the LLM, which is
And
okay.
Okay, and convex can do this client-side stuff, right? You give it the right creds, and it can do client-only like SPA type stuff. You
Right.
don't need to have an API.
Right. Once we get this set up, then
Okay.
Convex will actually just give us
Go
real time.
straight up. Oh,
right in
right.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
got
it's
like that
super slick to
Firebase,
work with.
like real time. Yeah.
But so we might need to module resolution bundler.
Oh wow, yeah, fun. Actually, here, just say fix this. Like,
Yeah, can I just make
hey,
you fix this?
Yeah. Say I don't know what you're talking about. Make it happen. She said that there's some terminal integration, right?
Is there a terminal integration? That would be slick. I didn't even think about that.
Or please fix the TS TypeScript configuration. How about that?
That would be way too cool. No way.
Yeah, go for it.
Please, let's add the TS config.
Yeah, fix this. It's not working. Make it work. Dude. Yep.
Okay, so what did you just do?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Accept.
Skip limp check.
Sure.
This is right?
Nah, I don't know.
Let's
go
find
for
out
it.
what happens.
Yeah. I mean, Okay.
Okay, so this is convex stuff, so convex doesn't like some of what's happening here.
Interesting. Okay.
You can reference terminal. Okay, so if I say like
I think you have to restart at least to get the new TS config, don't you?
okay, the active terminal selection. Can I just copy all of this?
Can we try run dev again? Because now we made a change to TS config. Okay.
It says, can
It's
we?
like, oh,
Can you help me
fix this.
fix this?
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on Claude,
Oh, okay.
and let's go.
You're on the pro account, right? So
I'm
not
on
gonna
a
get dinged.
I'm on a
Like
pro
that,
account, but free includes the Claude Sonnet and the GPT-4o now.
Dude, check this out.
Okay, so what did this say? Let's make this bigger. It says the main issues are module resolution problems with convex imports, incorrect module resolution setting in the TS config.
Okay.
Implicit any type errors. Okay.
Yep.
So we need to set the correct module resolution. So
Can you
let's
click
look.
on TS config to see what's due? Yeah.
So
okay,
it says
perfect.
node. Okay,
All
I want to
right,
accept
cool.
that. 1 of 5. What else changed in here?
We keep on going. Keep on scrolling down. Like, oh, this is 1 of 5 in this file alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you add the types for convex server.
I'm happy with this one.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Then we get into we're in save vote, and it says we need to. All right. So that's
super
just like a
happy with the
fix.
double import like that, but whatever. You know, you do you.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
And that's just to get the types.
Okay.
So-
yeah. All right. Okay.
That's whatever.
I usually do like import type, but
Yeah, I think we could
okay.
probably fix that.
Yeah.
This one is pulling in. I'm not confident that's gonna
That's
actually.
not
That's
gonna
not gonna
work.
work. That one's not right.
yeah.
So
Good
we're
try.
gonna discard that one. We need to make sure that this one.
That's interesting.
We may have to consult the docs on that one, but let's see what else we
RTFM, I
got
think,
here.
on that one.
So if I save this one, and then we've got, this is the one that we updated already. So we're gonna save that one. What else we got here? I think that was everything, right? So we can hit done. And
I like
then
that you edit through something about the size of a postage stamp.
you know, I'm zoomed in so that people can read, but it does complicate things here.
It really does.
So let's see. So it's still trying to run right now. And it says found 5 errors. Okay, so here's the current run. It's
Okay.
not getting the convex server.
Did you stop it and start it again?
I'm gonna stop it and start
Yeah,
again. What a
let's
great
do
idea.
that.
Let's do that.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Well,
Okay, so different errors,
Yeah.
but no, the same errors.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
okay.
like these resolutions, which leads me to believe that we're probably in the wrong place here.
Yeah.
So let's just really quickly get to the convex docs, and let's look at what their quick
starter
start
kit
says. Yeah,
or
we'll do like this
React,
one.
Spa, whatever. There we go.
And in our schema,
Import
we
tables.
are getting it from convex server.
Okay.
So we need to get here. Convex server.
Okay. Yep. Oh,
Okay,
that's
so that
happier.
fixes that, and then we also
Define
need
table
to
vote
get
string.
the v from convex values,
Okay.
and then this one is going to be a v dot string.
Uh-huh. Sweet.
Okay, so that makes that one happy.
Okay.
Then we need to
See?
look at our mutation.
People are like, take my job, this thing.
This comes from generated server, not context server. So it's going to be generated server.
Ah,
And
nice.
this,
Ooh, look.
I think, will be the same.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Sure.
Does that have an actual type?
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at it
Ooh,
go.
Wow.
And you know, I don't even think we need this actually, because I'm pretty sure it infers.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It does.
Look at that.
So we'll drop that out. That's a little bit of extra. And okay, so we're much further than we were, and now we have a valid config. So let's open up and run our app again. Is it already running?
It might be.
No.
I bet-
Okay, I stopped it over here, and so we've got this one running convex on the left, this one running v on the right.
Oh, okay.
And
I see.
now-
Right. Got it. Okay.
Theoretically speaking, something is wrong. What is wrong? We have, wow, that is very
Process
large.
is not defined. Ooh, that'll get you every time.
Process is not defined.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hop into our, it was app.tsx.
Process.
And
Oh.
Now
Yeah,
it's,
meta.
now it's very
Okay. And you do have a React app
VE.
convex
And
URL.
so this is going to be, what is it? Is it Vite now?
Oh, right.
Is it Vite or is it public?
It might be public, but public's definitely the next thing.
I think is it .env.
Yeah, Vite.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. My memory is not failing me today.
Okay.
So
But do we have a Vite convex URL actually somewhere, like down a
We
.env file?
we don't. Well,
Okay.
actually, we should. I don't think we do though. So
env.local.
I haven't put any secrets in here yet. Oh, this is going to make Vinny from my chat is going to be so happy right now. Yeah. Okay. So this is fine. So this is what.
When Convex Init did.
Convex Init set that up.
And it got it right.
It did get it right.
It knew better than us.
Okay.
Yes.
So this one's set.
Dude. Yeah. Okay.
Now the piece that's missing here. This is an older version of Convex. I know.
Okay.
So we need to get our from I think it's Convex. Generated? No, where is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, we got to go back a layer.
You've done that before.
Back a layer, then we get to.
Yeah, there we go.
Then we get to generated.
Okay.
And then I think it's API.
Oh, dude.
And we should have API.
Okay.
And then instead of doing it like this, it wants the actual API thing, and it knows
okay.
the thing is not assignable to. Is missing from the type, so we need. Why don't we just ask it?
Yeah, right? What's wrong with this? Hey. Yeah, make it happen.
What you got, Claude? So it says. Oh, that is absolutely incorrect.
Good try. Nice hallucination there. Okay, do we want to go and check out the
I think
docs again?
we might need to. Let's see.
Yeah. This is Steve Sewell's 80% of death thing. It's like he can get so far with the AI.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you actually have to know what the heck you're doing.
Exactly, right? I think it's one of those.
Okay.
Let's go to.
I think you're on the Veet site right now.
I'm on the Veet site right now.
Convex.
That would explain so much of why I couldn't find what I was looking for. So we got functions, we've got mutations.
Yeah.
And so the way that this will work is when we
generate
actually
server.
go to use this, we are going to import it. Where are you actually at? Calling mutations from clients.
Yeah.
So we
there
get
go.
use mutation, then we get our API.
Dot mutate something. Okay. So API dot.
Wait, that's right though. What we did.
Do you think? Yeah. Say vote dot. You got to keep going.
I don't.
Oh wait. Yeah.
So hold on.
Hey, go back. Is it? Or
Are we exporting it? Oh no. Okay. This is what went wrong.
Oh. That's handy. That's easy.
Yeah, it should be like this, and that way when we get in here,
Get back into Convex.
we're gonna do API dot save vote. Nope.
Oh, okay. Or
Should you do the thing?
can't we just use save vote directly? Isn't that a thing? I don't know.
Oh, because we double named it, right? So it's save vote, save vote. So it's the name of the file,
Extra save vote with
and
extra
then the
save
name
vote
of
sauce.
the function. So
Yes.
the way that I would actually do this in a real project is I would call this I'd call this vote,
Uh-huh.
and then I would call this save.
Oh, okay.
And then let's see.
Did it actually fix it?
I think it refactors for me.
Nope.
It doesn't.
It didn't. Nah.
Okay. So let's see if it can.
Okay.
Oops. You go away. I don't want whatever that was. And what we're gonna say here is Command I. Can you? Whoops.
Uppercase seems
update?
fun.
It'd be fine.
I mean,
I
you're
don't
really
want to
adamant about
yell at it. Like,
Yeah, right.
I feel like that's
You do this now.
that's gonna go in a private ledger somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
right.
he
Yeah.
yelled at me a
Yeah, I
lot.
don't know what to say. Yeah. when the robots come to eat our, like turn us into batteries, and they'll do you last because you were nice. You never yelled at it.
Let's see. Method.
Should do me first.
Property
I always yell at Siri.
names.
Siri's kind of like the,
You got to be kind.
It's
You
that-
got to be
yeah.
kind to the robots. Like we never know what's going to happen, but I
Okay,
don't want to
there you
find
go.
out.
But
so that
why
was,
doesn't it
That
work?
was so close to right.
Vote maybe.
It
As opposed to vote.
It's vote, not votes. But
Yeah, that's really close. But again,
you were almost there. You were so close.
okay. Let's give it a go.
But now
Bring
I think
it
it.
up.
Now I think it
should
works.
work. Okay.
Cannot find convex. Use mutation must be. Oh, we don't have the
we
provider.
need a
yet.
context provider.
So let's open up
Convex provider.
main, and let's
it's
let's
in- the
do
problem
this.
is you-
Command Shift
You're
I.
trying to use mutation inside of the component that has the convex provider, so you need to like double wrap it.
Right. So we haven't actually wrapped the convex provider around the root of our app. So
Right.
so theoretically, it's going to do it right now.
Okay, cool. And it'll want to pick it out
It
of
does
the
it.
other convex provider.
And it got It got it from the actual import this time.
Yeah, but
but it
convex
screwed
direct isn't
this
right,
part
right?
up.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
But otherwise, it's right.
All right, and it's got to remove it from main. Let's go check that it did that.
Well, we needed it in main. I want it.
Oh no, right. It should remove from app. There you go.
Oh,
You gotta get rid of there.
here's where it was. So it double wrapped us. I understand. I didn't even see that it did that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we don't need the client anymore, so we can actually get rid of all of this.
Okay. Let's
And
give it another
suddenly, ta-da!
Ta-da! Okay, let's go. Now we should be able to go on Convex and actually see the data coming in live.
So we need to update this to be a query. Okay. So let's add a function. Let's actually use the autocomplete feature here.
Yeah.
And let's say write a new function to query convex.
Now you've got control Command
all.
L. You just like do all that inside of like the prompt right there, right?
So we could do it over here, but we also can do it right here. And then this one, we just have to update the import ID of votes.
That seems.
What does that mean?
That should.
Oh, wait. I think I'm doing this wrong. I think it's
db.votes, something or other.
db dot.
Oh, query.
Query.
Okay, votes.
Query table name is votes.
Okay, yeah, cool. Okay.
I think that's it.
All right.
Or I think I need to do like a collect. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then we have this method.
Cool.
So I think I can come back out here.
Yeah, let's just.
And what was the way you would do it? You would so if I like take this whole thing and I do one of these, you would just say like, okay, replace this with a convex query to replace this with a convex query to load all votes.
20 minutes.
That's our 20 minutes. Okay. So we'll be watching for Shaundai to show up when she arrives. We'll see how that goes. And let's see. It says use query.
Okay.
Looks right to me.
What's with the API vote list?
And
oh, that was what you just created. Oh no.
So I created get, but it was pretty dang close.
Okay.
So we can update the import. There's our use query.
All right. We don't really need vote, do we?
We don't need. I don't know why it doubled these up.
Yeah, and I don't think we need a vote because sure.
So we don't need to set the vote anymore.
Yeah, just save it, and then.
And now we will say.
Yeah, just like UL out the list of votes or whatever, just for the moment.
Yeah. Good call.
Summary or whatever.
Let's. How will we do
Yeah.
that? We'll do votes dot map vote, and I think we get.
Yeah, sure.
Div key vote name class vote.
Yeah. Probably some underscore ID or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's underscore ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so this went pretty quick for us.
Double. Yeah, I think we need one more paren at the end there. Yeah. Perfecto.
Okay. And now.
Oh,
there's our votes.
Dude! Yes!
Okay, so look at us go, y'all.
Yeah,
We've got.
So now bracket all that and say, hey, give me a graph or something like that. That's yeses versus nos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What a great idea that I was absolutely not gonna do. Can you turn this into
Is that true? I don't know.
a bar chart of yes and no
Responses. Yeah.
responses?
Yeah. That works.
This is going to be fascinating to see how it tries to handle this.
Oh no, it'll get this.
Because it's going to need a graphing library. It's going to need.
Oh no, I mean it could do divs.
It could do divs. It could do divs.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yes, no option. So we're filtering.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me make this
Oh
a little
yeah,
bit
there
smaller.
you go. It's using divs with a style percentage. Yeah, that's perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna yeet this one right into production and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our. Did I save it? I didn't save it yet.
Yeah, look at that. Holy frijoles.
Oh my goodness, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now I think we can deploy this.
Well, we got to do it. Yes, so let's deploy it, but we also
could-
got to nuke the database, right? So we're not we've got our test data in there. We don't want to like.
Oh, that's true. That's
Prejudge
true.
anything.
Okay, yeah. So we can
But
log
yeah,
in.
can we? Yeah. Actually, good question for the AI. Can you be like, hey, this sounds good. Can you help me deploy this?
Good call.
Yeah.
Let's
So
do it.
let's not
So
even
I'm
do
gonna. Oh, you don't want to.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
do
we'll
that.
just
But,
we'll
go
clear the
back
database.
Go back into VS Code and then ask it to.
Okay, so we're back down to 0. Also, did you notice that it just kind of like did the thing? I love convex is so
Convex
cool.
is cool.
All right, so let's go over here and we're gonna say
Yeah, I like it.
I want to
Deploy this.
deploy this to Netlify. How do I do that?
While it's thinking about that, I'm gonna go get my water. So
Yes, good call.
this is cool. Now, yeah. So the person's gonna show up.
Let's see. Oh, we got and so Shaundai has arrived.
Yay, Shaundai.
And so, in here just a second, we'll switch over. We'll get Shaundai to join us. Jack, I can't believe we got this whole thing built. This is pretty incredible, honestly. So, step-by-step plan here. We're going to create a Netlify config. We are going to configure our environment variables. We're going to set up build settings and deploy to Netlify. So here is our config. It's got all the things that we need. Like this is a Vite site, so we want to route everything to the main app. Like if we were doing a React router, we don't actually need this because we only have one URL. We need to add our .env, and then we need to install the Netlify. I already have that installed, so we'll just be able to do the thing.
And this is right in your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, I picked Netlify because I figured I could bail us out fast if it didn't work.
Ship it. Nice.
I love it. Was that Shaundai?
Ship it.
Okay, so let's rock it. That gives us the instructions. So I'm gonna stop these. I'm gonna say npx convex deploy. I do want to deploy to prod.
Can it go and do all that stuff for you? Like, is there a...
So if they had an agent, like if there was a convex agent, it could go and do all that for us.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is like over on the panel for the AI stuff, scroll back up again and with all the command line stuff, can you just click on something? Yeah, you can actually say go.
Yo, I didn't even realize that was a thing. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's incredible. That's really, really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we insert this
make
one?
this happen.
I already have. Whoa,
that's
definitely
the
wrong place.
spot.
Thank you for your attempt.
Yeah. Nice try.
Let's create a netlify.toml.
Okay.
We'll make that down here.
Oh no, that was probably on us. That was probably like
I think I told
the
it
local
to
file and it was probably gonna do the right thing.
Okay, so we got this here.
Okay.
Right, that's good. And then
you should be able to do the terminal stuff.
I can do the terminal
But you've
stuff.
already done one of the commands, right?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to netlify init, because I already have the netlify.
You're a power user. NTL.
Yeah, I have the CLI, so we'll do this here, and it's going to...
He doesn't know who you are.
It does, because I'm logged in.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like, he doesn't know you as, like, knowing, get netlify chops.
That's true, yeah. So we're going to create and configure... Oh, you know what I have to do first? I have to commit this. So I'm going to use the GitHub... Have y'all used the GitHub CLI? Because this thing rules. Let me check where I'm at. Okay, so we haven't even created a repo yet. So I'm going to do git init, right? And then this gives us our setup here. I can then do a git add all.
Is that S just like...
That's an alias that I set up. It's... we can check that in a second if you want. So then now I have all my files here. We do want to commit the generated stuff for convex.
Okay, cool.
So then I'm going to git commit all, or we'll just actually, we already added it, so we can do an M, and we'll say initial deploy.
Nice. Look at you.
And then we can GitHub repo create.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah, the GitHub CLI.
Dude,
It's so good. Dude. So I'm going to push this existing local repository. It's this one here. It asked me what the name I want it to have.
Dude.
It knows all of my orgs and stuff, so that I can do that. And we'll say,
is awesome. This is going to save me a bunch of time.
Just a reminder to everybody, it's free now.
Yeah.
Make that public. We're going to add a remote. We'll do origin, we'll do, we want to push the commits. So off it goes. And so now everybody can see on, if I copy this and go out here, there is our
Oh, dude.
There's our repo. It's up. It's live. You can do whatever you want with it.
Dude. Okay,
So there you go, everyone. There's a little fun tip about the GitHub CLI.
Ooh.
I love it more than anything.
Yeah, and I love that you got it on the prompt now too.
We got it on the prompt?
Yeah, like your prompt inside your terminal, it has the URL of the project.
So that's
That's
Starship.
tight.
I love Starship so much.
Wait.
It's like a prompt customizer.
Oh, so I use
Yeah.
Oh My Posh. Okay.
Also cool, right?
yeah,
But
no, I mean,
lots
like,
of-
I'm adding to my list of things to investigate.
So now that I've done that, I'm going to netlify init.
Look at that, React Conf.
And so we're going to create and configure a new site. We're going to put it on my team.
Sites by
And we're going to
Blitz
call this
Jackson.
Die Hard Christmas.
What is Blitz Jackson about?
So a long time ago,
Okay.
somebody asked me what my weatherman name would be, and I said it would be Blitz Jackson. And I've just never stopped using that as an AKA. Someday, I don't really want to get arrested, but I kind of want to get arrested just so that I can have an AKA of Blitz Jackson on my permanent report. Let's see. So
you got to have goals.
then we can open up this netlify open command is going to put us into my netlify dashboard, and we can watch this thing build. And it should, this is a Vite site, so
play
it
a
should be
game.
super fast. We could play the game, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to jump into the
adds
site
features
config.
like that?
And
One of my
environment variables, absolute
yeah.
favorite things about the Netlify team was how ridiculously funny they
Yeah.
were, and they don't get enough credit for that because nobody ever talks about the engineers behind the scenes. So let's do one of these, and then I'm
Do you
gonna
need
throw.
both of those?
I don't think the deployment one I don't think I need, so I'm gonna just throw this one out here. I could probably configure this a little bit and set it to be only certain scopes, but I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna make it available everywhere.
Okay.
And then because that deploy is not going to work, I'm just gonna trigger a new one
Yeah,
because now we'll actually have the environment variable there. And in a moment, because I think this last one built in 24 seconds, this one theoretically will have the cache and might even build a tiny bit faster.
4 seconds. That's
nice, right?
That's nice.
It's really nice. So let's give it. Let's see. Now that I talked about it, it's shy.
Yeah, right. Oh well.
And let's see here. I'm going to the site will actually be
There you go. Oh no. That was you.
available.
Yeah. What do we a URL?
But it's going to say it doesn't have the URL.
Okay. No address provided for context.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So as soon as this build finishes, which it just did,
Yeah. Okay.
we
cool.
should be able to do that. And now I'm going to pass this in. And I'm going to, we'll put this up in the chat in a moment so that people can join the site and start voting.
Okay.
And what's your take, Jack? Is it
Oh, 100% yes.
100%
Actually,
yes?
I saw an article. There you go. You see, done.
Done.
Yeah. I saw an article that literally laid it out in numbers. They're like, if you look at any of the stock Christmas movies,
Every element.
Yeah, right. They do not compare in any way to the number of references, Christmas trees, all of it in Die Hard. Die Hard rocks when it comes to that. Come on, give me some more.
I'm
info,
seeing
so, come on.
Harold Kirshner is saying that I should have hit Command I and in the terminal.
Hit me.
What?
Oh yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Stop it.
Incredible. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's just make a quick change here because
so
I need
much
something.
cool stuff is happening in this space right now.
Jeez, this is amazing. Okay.
Yeah. This is like power tools. If you know the basics of how to code, there's never been a better time to be a dev.
Okay. So let's do this. I'm in my terminal and I'm
Yes.
going to say
redeploy.
Please commit and push this
Oh, yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Let's see how it does.
Oh yeah.
Git add,
Yep,
git commit,
yeah,
git
yeah,
message. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, do that.
Yes, I want you to do that, but okay. Please write a commit message that makes sense based on the change I made.
Let's see if it even deals with the fact that you messed up that makes.
I'm hoping.
Yep,
Let's see.
there you go.
at commit message function. Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? It's fine. We got pretty
whatever.
close here.
Add a commit message function. That's very meta.
I'm just gonna push this button though.
Yes, make it happen. And that's gonna auto deploy.
Oh, that's so freaking cool. Yeah, so that's auto deploying.
Yeah.
So that is, people are spamming both buttons, and I gotta say the people who are spamming yes are doing a bad job.
Yeah, dude.
Get those
come
numbers
on.
up, y'all.
Yo. Let's go.
Let's see out here. We got our deploys.
I love
This thing is rolling, and then once we get this thing pushed, Jack, I think I'm gonna high five you and bring Shaundai up, and Shaundai and I are gonna see if we can make this look a little nicer.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that.
This
And,
was
like, right
what was
on
it,
time.
25, 30 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. And we started late though.
Here we go.
Like,
We did start late.
Yeah.
I left you standing out in the cold.
Well, it wasn't really cold, but you know, I'm happy to pass it off to Shaundai.
Absolutely. It's gonna be amazing. So all right, so that's deployed. Let's refresh this. Oh, that's my local site. Let's refresh the live site. There it is.
Dude.
And there's our data still showing up. Dude,
Nice.
amazing. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
help. Let me get my headphones back on, and can we please bring Shaundai to the stage? What is up, Shaundai? How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I'm so
hi,
happy
Jack.
that you are. Yeah, this is amazing. Let me see. Did you have a chance to set up the tuple thing?
I set it up, but I didn't have a chance to watch the how-to video. You know, I don't read
All good.
documentation.
It's all good.
so-
We're gonna do this on the
Yeah.
fly. So here's what I can do. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna call you
Can you hear crazy background noise?
a little bit, but it's fine.
Okay. There's
Okay,
people
so
fixing my bathroom downstairs.
The one thing you have to do is
Okay.
mute yourself in tuple. So go to that top
Mute?
tray thing and just hit the mute button.
Got it.
There we go. All right. Now there's no echo, and we are ready to rock. And you have the ability to control my screen if you want to. So here we go. Here's our Christmas movie, and something has broken. What has broken? Did we get too long? Array length is too long. You sufficiently spammed it to death, chat. Let me clear this out. We're just gonna delete all documents, and we are gonna start fresh. Amazing. Okay, so this is our we've got our setup here, and it's already a little bit Christmas themed. We got the green and red going, but I wanted to see if what you got going on at your house there, Shaundai?
Yeah, you know, they weren't making noise until just now. I tell you, like this whole week. Give me 1 second. Let me just tell them to shut up. 30 minutes.
Okay, so while Shaundai is, thanks, Jack. While Shaundai is doing whoever she needs to yell at, I'm just going to do a quick recap. So for anybody who joined a little bit late or maybe hasn't seen what we've been talking about today, GitHub Copilot now has a free tier. So you can get started with GitHub Copilot for free. You can use ChatGPT 4.0. You can use Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Let me make sure I'm saying those right. GPT 4.0 and 3.5 Sonnet are both available now. You get access to the diffing feature. You get access to this incredible thing where you can hit Command I in your terminal and ask it to write CLI commands. You can go and highlight some code and hit Command I and ask it to explain your code or update your code. You can also go over to this window, which is Command Shift I, and that's going to open up your chat window, and you can either just ask Copilot a question, or you can tell it, I actually want you to fix things in these files that I have open here, right? Very, very cool stuff. Lots of possibilities, and you can get started right now. Just go find this little cute guy in your GitHub Copilot, or sorry, your VS Code status bar. Click it and make sure that it's ready. Shaundai, how the heck are you?
I'm fantastic. Sweating a little bit now.
No, it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. So what Jack and I did is we built a little polling app, and we created a new Veet site. We had Copilot wrote all of this for us. So it rewrote the default Veet page to this, right? So we've got it wrote the title. It did the only thing I did is I added this hint. Everything else has been more or less generated by Copilot. We still needed a little bit of like being a professional engineer, because I don't think that's going away. We had to massage, it did some convex stuff for us, but it got a little confused on like different syntaxes, things like that. So we fixed those things. And now we have a functional real-time poll that is running, powered by Vite, React, and Convex. And what I would love to do is see if we can make this look a little bit better.
Ooh, I'm glad you got me on for this part, because this is the stuff that I like. We're prettifying it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And so what I'm trying to do is I want to see if we can do this with like minimal actual coding. Now, we always have the bailout plan, right? Like we both have control over my screen. Sure. You have the ability as well, if you want to like draw, you can throw confetti, you can, put link, you can do whatever you want, right? Chaos abounds.
That's fantastic.
But if you were going to make this look better, what would you do? So Burke, who's producing in the background here, said we should just ask it to make it look fancy. So I kind of want to just try that.
Yeah, let's start out vague, and then we can always refine it.
Let's see. Can you make this page look fancy? And we're in Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Okay. And away we go. We're using the app.tsx as our context, our working set.
Okay. And Jason, how do I mess with your screen? Because I do want to do that.
You can see my screen, right?
I can see it in the live stream.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen with you yet.
Yeah. Okay, that's what.
Okay. So now you should have buttons that let you like. There's a squiggle. You can if you click, you're actually controlling my my screen. You can type. There's a little reaction button that'll let you.
Oh, look at that.
It's cool, right?
Yeah. Here's a bug. Fantastic. Okay. How cool. Technology, something else. It's
incredible, right?
It is.
So I want to go see this. Can I see the change? Does that open changes in diff editor? Look at us go. All right. So it wrote some CSS for us.
Wow.
Okay. We've got a flex poll. All right. We're getting into some Flexbox stuff.
Okay.
All right. We got buttons. We got, all right. So this is going to be immediately interesting. I want to see how that looks. And then we've also got the app.tsx, where it said it did something, but I don't know what it actually did. Maybe it didn't do anything.
It already gave the classes to the elements. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think so.
Now it's just adding the.
Or maybe it added these. But
okay.
Yeah. Let's get all those saved, and then when we come back out here, I think I need to just restart this. npm run dev. Wait, what am I doing?
I don't know.
Can you start the dev server for me?
Oh, even this.
I know, right? I just learned about this one. I didn't realize you could use it in the terminal. And then you just click the button, and you're like, away we go.
That is actually crazy. That's
legit. It's legitimately kind of like breaking my brain.
Yeah, like it feels petty and it feels like cheating, but it's not. It's just like it's efficient.
Whoa!
Holy cow!
That is fancier than I expected. Okay.
And you know what's interesting is like it chose Christmas colors. I feel like it's just like, oh, the background's got to be green because the word Christmas is in it.
I wonder.
It's Christmassy.
It feels Christmassy.
Yeah, they could have went with sparkles. Could have went with pink.
It's better than I thought.
Same. This is badass. It got some border radius. Oh, sorry, we can't cuss. I don't think. I won't do that.
Let's not and not test that boundary.
Yeah. This is cool. I like the border radius, and there's like some soft lighting behind the words, behind the title.
Just a tiny little bit of gradient, tiny little bit of glow. Like this is looking great. And we have a request from Ashley to make it 15% better. And I love that. Let's please make these styles. What is it going to interpret this as? 15% better.
There you go. This is so good.
I'll enhance the styling by, what did it say? Adding a subtle animation to the title. Okay. Improving the button effects. I didn't know there were button effects. Making the results bars more dynamic. Adding a festive background pattern. And enhancing the snowflake animations that I didn't know were there.
Yes. I didn't catch the snowflakes either. But they're going to be enhanced.
They're going to be so enhanced. I'm ready. Okay. These updates add subtle diagonal pattern, glowing animation, enhanced button hover effects, shimmering effects on the result bars. Ooh. Shimmering. Improved snowflake animations with rotation, better shadows and depth, and glass morphism on the results container. Okay. Let's review.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what glass morphism is?
I think glass morphism is the thing where I actually just implemented this on a site like in V2 of Learn with Jason. So glass morphism is like as you scroll, things kind of look like they're under glass, like up in the header here.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
It's fun, right? It's a cool feature. I didn't realize that they had implemented that for us, and I guess that is kind of that makes sense because it's just a gradient. But let's see if this pattern makes any difference. And then made it just a little bit bigger. I got
Is it 15%?
It is. You know what? No, it's not. That would have been really funny, actually. But so we got some tweaks to our padding. We've got some transitions that now our transitions have better easing. Look at that fancy easing. Added some pseudo elements. Man, there's all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, we're just gonna trust the process, and then we're gonna go look at this one. And I have no idea what I just accepted because I forgot to look at it before we made the change. But that is all right. We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it do its thing. Now we got animations.
There's a snowflake.
We've got exactly 2 snowflakes. They're looking great. And
they're enhanced. I love it.
I mean, where did this snowflake even come from? Like, is that what a great question.
Because now I'm like, did we just miss it? And now that this is 15% better, these are the enhanced snowflakes. Maybe they were so small they're undetectable.
It
oh
just
my
like
God.
what is? I've never seen that before. Is that I can't zoom in? I was hoping it would let me zoom in. I've never actually seen this.
Is that a wingding?
It's a wingding, or it's a maybe it's like what happens. Oh, I wonder if it's what happens when you put an emoji in.
Oh gosh.
It is. It is. So if you put the snowflake emoji in it, it finds the ASCII character, or what is that? Not the ASCII. Whatever the character code thing is. Extremely cool. Okay. So 15% better feels pretty good.
One thing I'm not happy with right now is the votes. It's
clearly the chat is misinformed. Like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you one more chance, chat. We're declaring bankruptcy. Please get this right.
Thank you.
Now watch. It's real time. So as soon as that finishes deleting, we just get a reset to 0. How many are there?
This is all.
Are people spamming so fast that it's like not even gonna?
That would be so crazy.
We're spamming so hard that we can't even clear the table. Let's see. Can I? Closing the pop-up will cancel the thing. Let's see. Are we at least making? No, we're making worse decisions. Chat. What is happening here? All right, let's try this again. We're gonna clear all these votes. We are back down to here we go. Moving in the right direction here.
This is looking good. I'm surprised there's any no votes. There really shouldn't be any.
I know that it is scientifically proven to be a Christmas movie.
It is. I looked it up. The director said he intended it to be a Christmas movie.
There's a Santa hat, there's a Christmas tree, there's a Christmas party, they give people gifts. Somebody says ho ho ho. There's like that is so much more Christmas than what Love Actually. What's Christmas about Love Actually? Nothing. So I mean, this is pretty impressive. Should we try to make it do something else?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something clever and creative. So let me put on my imagination hat. And could I request us to somehow, I don't know how you want to ask it, but somehow incorporate reindeer into.
Oh, can we incorporate a reindeer into this design somehow? I'll add a festive reindeer that moves across the screen. Add a reindeer SVG. Okay, now I have seen in my own experience that SVG is LLM nemesis. Because it's like trying to draw and it draws the funniest stuff. And it's like, this is a reindeer. And it's like a circle. So we will see how the LLM does with that. But I'm real excited to see what happens. So, okay. We've got updates to our CSS. Oh, it's using an emoji, which is actually probably a much better choice.
Yeah.
And what else happens? We've got our flying.
Fly
Okay.
across.
Yeah, let's do it. And then what happens over here? We've just got our reindeer.
Reindeer
Heck yeah.
delayed.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Look.
How do you trigger? Wow. Okay.
Look at you being accessible.
Yeah. What? There's levels to this, and
It's-
I'm
It's
impressed.
a moonwalking reindeer.
It's going backwards.
That's so much better. That's so much better than anything we could have asked for.
What?
We've got a request from chat. I want to see what happens. Can you please make the cursor into Santa when you hover over a button?
Fantastic.
I want to see if it can do this because I know what I would do, and I think it's possible.
Yeah. I have an idea in my head of what perfect should look like. I want to see how close that is to my idea. Oh, Mariah Carey. Cassidy said, "Can we make Mariah Carey pop up?"
Can we make Mariah Carey pop up? How litigious is Mariah Carey toward?
I don't know how any of them feel about AI in general.
Okay, so it's saying Santa cursor. This is going to be interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't think that's going to do what we want, but you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to save the changes. Yeah, I want you to make, that's what I asked you to save the changes. Please save.
Please.
Oh, I need to accept the other change is why. I didn't use this one over here. So we'll close that one. We'll save that one. And then we come out here and we get what? Do I need to refresh?
I don't know, but
I'm running like so many things on my computer right now. It's lagging hard. Chat is
wondering-
still wrong about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
yeah, clearly. Guys, let's get it together.
Okay,
Please.
so I don't think our Santa cursor worked. Let's see.
But why?
Let's
All
change the mouse cursor into Santa always. I think what's happening is it's they're doing some stuff here that looks right, but I think when you actually kind of break it down, it's very wrong.
The Z index stuff is so hard too.
Yeah,
Santa's probably back there behind the pole somewhere.
make Bruce Willis pop up. I want to make sure we're not being litigious here because that's the piece that I'm most worried about here. So I'm just going to accept without reading anything, as one does. And we're gonna. Oh, look at it go! We got Santa.
This is brilliant. There's so many things that I feel like this opens up for me in my life. So many fun things. I just put confetti.
I do think this broke the ability to click, but we're doing all right. So let's see. I'm just gonna undo that one maybe. Can I click now? I can click now. Okay.
Okay.
So let's deploy. Oh, let's not show my email. Let's deploy, and let's say again we're going to stop and we're going to tell this thing. Help me write a commit message for all the changes that were made since the last commit, then commit and push this code.
I can hear the people downstairs.
It's not quite doing the thing. What happened to the snowflakes? I think what's happening is that the changes we're trying to make are all being added to the same pseudo elements, because it looks like it's trying to add everything as like a before or after pseudo element on the buttons for reasons unbeknownst to me, which is fine. That's not, we're not here to write good code. We're here to see how far we can get fast. This is pretty close. So I'm gonna wait. What does that mean? Run first?
Get push.
Oh, this is interesting.
I've never.
Whoa! What does that do? Let's run it.
Okay. YOLO.
Just
go for it.
What have I done?
I've never seen.
We're.
I'm kind of scared.
So what did I just do? Let's see what I just committed.
Oh, there's our mouse.
Oh, look at that. So it just literally said these are the files that changed. Don't run untested CLI commands at home, everybody. Make sure you understand what the code is doing before you click that. Let's see. So this is looking pretty good. We've got ourselves. I mean, I'm just kind of blown away with like how many little things this helps with. And granted, like we're kind of making stuff up as we go. We're being silly here, but thinking about this from a practical standpoint, how it's going to fit into my workflow, like there are a million tiny things that I would love to just not have to do anymore, like writing CLI commands.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, as much as I love for things to look pretty, I don't love playing with the CSS, trying to figure out Z index and how to make reindeers dance across the page. Mm-hmm. This is something I can work with. Like the reindeers are going backwards. I know how to fix that. Just, instead of a negative number, let's use a positive number. That's where I'd start. But I could also ask Copilot, how would I make them go forward? Make them go in the other direction. We should do that.
We should fix that? Okay.
Yeah, poor reindeer. They're like going back into January 2024.
Let's see. I've got typos in here. I'm asking vague questions. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, content and then contetin.
Contetin. That sounds like a startup name.
It does. I'm trying to think of what they would do. It's probably something boring. They're a consultant. Contentin.
Contentin. For when you write like this and you want someone to do a better job.
Consultants for misspellings. Grammar police.
Okay, so we need to see if we can make, let's see, we got about like 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if we can fix I think it's trying to index my entire repo, which is maybe not what we want. So why don't we just stop that one? Okay. That one's not as important as fixing the reindeer in the snow. So let's please reverse the direction of the reindeer. This is going to be interesting because now it's got to edit code that it wrote.
Oh, yeah. But it's good at this. Copilot is my therapist and my best friend. I know it's capable of a lot.
I thought I was your best friend.
Yeah. Yep. You're my first best friend.
Let's see how it does. So what we should see is I think it just needs to add like a reverse. Let's see how much it actually changes.
Okay. Look at all of that.
Well, I think it's going through the whole thing. Okay, so left, right. Okay, that seems like that's kind of okay.
Yeah, they did it because they took out
it's
left.
flipping everything. Okay, all right, let's accept it. And then I was told that if I do a git add everything, then it should give me a message. Maybe. I don't exactly know how that works.
It's supposed to autocomplete.
Look for the sparkle next to the prompt. Sparkle next to the prompt. Is there a sparkle next to, am I looking right at this? Hold on.
I don't see a sparkle.
Close.
I'm just clicking stuff.
Git commit. Not, I'm probably missing something. Maybe I broke something, but
does it auto completes in the I'm just learning this for the first time. So it auto completes in the terminal as well as
it might, but I also might have turned that off. I've done so much stuff in my IDE that like over the years it's become so fantastically broken.
Mm-hmm.
Did I break it for real? Let's see, what did I break? Called by client. Array length is too long. Okay, we overdid it again, chat. I'm gonna just delete all documents. We're like exceeding the number of things that we can do in Convex. Okay, so here we go. We've got our, if I can get to here. Where's our reindeer? Oh no, did we lose our reindeer? No, little buddies.
Oh, come on.
Dang. Oh wait, something just happened. Oh, the position's wrong. Because it'll pop in here for a second. There they are, and they're still going the wrong direction. Okay, all right. Well, that one didn't quite work, but that's okay. We, with a little more prompting, we could probably get that to cooperate. Because I think what we would want is we would want it to start. Let's see, the fly across is going from. So it starts at 100 plus 50, and then its translation. That actually should work. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, is there some scale stuff in here? We don't
yeah, I'm surprised about that, but
okay. But maybe we don't stress about this because it was so close to good.
It was.
And if somebody wants to open a pull request, please do.
Yeah. Put in some really good reindeer and a sleigh.
Okay, so we've got our float here, and our float should be moving this translate Y. So that should like have it doing this, it looks like, and it'll spin.
Mm-hmm.
But should be at the bottom right, and then the font size should be 2 rem. So actually, it might be here and just be
undetectable
like
by the naked eye.
Yeah, let's just make the background a different color and see if it's there and just not visible.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
whoa!
What have we done in here? Let's see. Oh, we've got a max width set. It's doing some stuff. Why didn't that work? Margin auto. Let's go inline size 100%. Here's our snowflake. So that's our little blowing snowflake.
They are enhanced. They're falling and then they're going back up and then they're falling again.
Look at that. Okay. Okay.
I like these.
This is fun. Okay, so this is fun.
I like our one snowflake.
I'm into our one snowflake. So let's do this. I'm going to go to source control, and I am going to ask it to add these, and then I'm going to hit this little sparkle button, update app CSS for layout and animation adjustments. That's the sparkle button I was looking for. So I just opened the source control tab, which I did by hitting Command-Shift-P and typing source to find it, if I can spell it right. Right, that opens up this window. And then that shows me over here. Oh, my lag is killing me. It shows me what my stage changes are. So I've added this here. And then I hit the sparkle button, and it actually did a correct commit message. So I can commit that, sync those changes. Yes, I do want to do that. And off it goes where a deploy will start, which will hopefully take about 30 seconds here. At which point, everybody will be able to see
our snowflake.
Well, are we over the limit again? Let me just clean it again, just for safety.
It's all happening so fast.
It really is. People are voting so poorly, so quickly.
Yeah, I know. It's what we should have just blocked the nose. I think that would have been fair.
Turn it off.
Yeah. Disable.
Just reprogram it to change the no into a yes.
Yeah, that's very much in line with something that I would like to do.
What if we can? How fast is it for us to do this? We should just do this.
There you go.
That's what you get, chat.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right, so we're gonna add this.
Ship
now,
it.
what does it do? Correct button label for voting option. Correct. Here we go. We are now shipping a mathematically correct site, and if I refresh this page, we get Die Hard as a Christmas movie. Y'all better vote no fast because it's your last chance. Oh my goodness, that is perfect, and I feel like that's probably a good place for us to wrap this up because this is killer. So chat, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. This was Shaundai, thank you for helping me do some front end shenanigans. This is amazing. We got a couple people asking how you vote. If we can drop the voting link up on the screen there for folks to see. That's the live website. You can see it here. And now what we should see is once we get this loaded, it should be some people might be editing what do we got? Oh my God, my computer is chugging so hard right now. I think my computer might actually be about to fall over. So maybe it's the right time for us to call this for sure. So, okay. Now, Shaundai, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Chat, everybody who's been hanging out, thank you so much for spending some time with us. And remember, GitHub Copilot is free now. You can go do all the things that we were doing today, get all of these autocomplete features, the code diffing, autocomplete in your terminal, autocomplete by line. Everything that's been happening is now available free to you in your VS Code application. No dollars. You can just use it. And that includes ChatGPT 4.0 and Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So you can use both of those LLMs on the free tier, and you don't need your own API key. You get to use them for free as part of your GitHub Copilot account. So go out there, have some fun with it. Shaundai, what kind of good holiday stuff you got coming up?
I am getting my bathroom fixed downstairs and I'm having family all over. I'm also on call that day. Netflix is doing a live event, live NFL event. And Mariah Carey will be there. I know we talked about her in the chat. Beyonce will be there as well. So me and my girls are going to be working on Christmas and opening up gifts. Very exciting.
I love it. I'm going to be hanging out with family. I'm not going to be on call, so I am going to be having a great Christmas. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. Burke and the rest of the Microsoft team, thank you so much for running this stream so that we had all the fun chat interaction and all those things that we needed. Y'all have a wonderful time. Build something fun over your downtime if you are lucky enough to have some. And to everybody else, happy holidays.